Hey everyone, okay, so I am back. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh gosh, Late Afternoon by Amy Tangerine. That is what we are using. Oh gosh, if you watch all my videos, whew, thank you. If you don't watch all my videos, that's okay too. Thank you for watching this one. So, my PL viewership has gone way down, so I'm thinking I lost a lot of my PL lurkers because of the haul videos. And I have a lot right now. And the reason why I've been putting out so many is because, well, for one, I'm shopping a lot. Right now, I've been shopping a lot. I don't know. I don't know why, but I have been. And so, I don't know. And my husband isn't home. So when I go shopping, it's by myself. Because my husband's not home, and then he works a lot, and then my mom, you know, I went with my mom today, and so, look at this layout, you guys. It's going to be so fallish. So, and, well, so I was going with my mom today, and, okay, the reason why I am doing so many haul videos is because, well, for one, I've been shopping a lot, but I need to get them out of the bags, or else it'll look like a hoarder's house, you know, with the whole bags everywhere, shopping bags everywhere, nothing out of them, because, you know, you just, all you want is the feeling of shopping, but you don't actually care what you bought. That's not how I want to be. And so I, you know, look at all the stuff I buy. Like right now, I have around me the circle of TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Hobby Lobby, and Dollar Tree that I went. These are my two good friends. I adore these ladies so much. These are the most generous people you will ever meet in your life, and they were so much fun. This is the Frank Garcia retreat that we went to in Cambria. Cambria is a very, very nice town, and that was really, really fun to go to. And I just love going with them. They're the life of the party. They really are. And you know, looking at them, you wouldn't know that they're recovering, I believe, alcoholism and drugs. I'm not sure completely, but I know alcohol. And you wouldn't know that they are recovering because you can have a good time with them and not need any of that. And for me, I need that. In order for me to bust a move, I need some alcohol, liquid courage. And so they're not like that. They are just so much fun, and I seriously adore these women. They are, you know, those people who, and the girls went to, the cousins and Shy, they went to Disneyland that week also. And they're just good people. You know, and it's rare to find that nowadays. They're just good people, and I love them. So, and the Frank Garcia retreat was a lot of fun, but it's a lot of money, and he upped the price. And I want to say the price we paid last year was like $500, but you can make payments, and you know how I am. I'm all about payments. Well, this year, I think he upped it to almost $700, and that doesn't even include the $1,000 that it basically costs to stay at their hotel here at the lodge. So you're looking at, because it's 3 days, so it's, you know, very spendy. So I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And so I was like, no, I'm not. And especially because, honestly, you guys, this right here, your 12 by 12 layout here, your 12 by 12 layout here is 24 by 24. That's pretty much the space you had. So imagine paying $700 for this space. I'd rather keep my butt home. And for $1,700, I'm sure I could buy, and not including rental car, gas, and food. So you're looking at least at $2,000 for a 3-day retreat. So just keep that in mind. So for $2,000, do you know how much I could buy in his store? In his store. So that is pretty, I could probably buy a lot. And so, and all you're getting is, you know, the knowledge that he has. But honestly, he has great knowledge, but there is YouTube, you know, if you want to learn new techniques and everything else too. Unfortunately, you're basically paying for the atmosphere, which is a phenomenal atmosphere. I love it. But after doing this here and not realizing that you only get this space, and he had you do, and I remember showing you guys the frame, right? The frame that we made, and we made three pieces of furniture, basically, of home decor. And so you had 3 pieces of home decor to make, and you can imagine. And then the boxes they gave you full of stuff had the same stuff in all the boxes they gave you every day, but they were like the bakery boxes, and they were thick and they were full, so that you had that in front of your desk every day, and not including the renewal of another one the next day of another bakery box. So it was literally right here. And if you're a crafter, you need space. You absolutely need space. And so then, you know, if you sneeze, you could possibly get overspray on somebody, because I mean, you're like in a 6-foot table. You have 3 people on a 6-foot table. And that's like no joke. It's really what happened. And it just was so uncomfortable. He's a big guy. He has a big butt. And so you had the projector there. I have a big belly. I have 2 big bellies and 2 big boobs. Okay, so I'm not dissing the guy or anything. But he has, you know, junk in the trunk. And so and then he's tall, and he's also a big, you know, he's got a big belly too. So you had this little space where you had to brush up against people to move behind them, because you had the projection table right here. You had people lined up here, only 1 walkway space, and the projection was right here. And so everyone had to squish to your desk in order for the people behind you to get past. So it was like one-way traffic, because it was just so small. The space was unbelievably small. And then I ended up getting sick this weekend, really badly sick, because we were using that freight check. There was no ventilation whatsoever. No ventilation. I have really bad reactions to chemicals in food and in real life, you know, like in front of you. I have bad reactions to that. This is the lodge. And so it's really a really pretty lodge. So I ended up getting a massive migraine that day, and then it led into the worst sinus infection I've had in a long time, because for me, being immune compromised, it doesn't take much for me to get really sick. So I left on, I believe it was Saturday, because I think it went Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. I left Saturday within like an hour of the last day, because I was like, I can't do this. It was too much for me. My head was pounding, my nose started running, all of that from freight check. So you can imagine how small this is going to be a little ladybug on top. Sorry. Let me try and see if I can move it. It's going to go on top, but it won't stay like that. Look at that. So I was at the retreat. Tim was in charge of them, and that was the first time they loved on each other, and he got it on camera, and I was like, yes. Oh, okay, we're working. We're getting this done, you know. So that was cool. That was really, really cool. So then, oh, I forgot to turn down the scanner. Sorry, guys. And then, oh, they must have a vehicle accident. And, so then, oh, hazmat. So anyway, I got sick. I ended up leaving, but then they're going to have it again, you guys. They're having the retreat again, but they open it up to more people, and it's going to be the same amount of space. So they're putting 3 people to a 6-foot table, and it's just like, I cannot imagine paying $2,000 to sit next to somebody again. And then to top it all off, you know, people for a while forgot that we still have, it's not eradicated, the flu and pneumonia. You know, that stuff hasn't gone away, but people forget that it's still around. And so you can get COVID, which is the form of the flu, and like a combo of the flu and pneumonia. And so we live in this world, you guys, the first responder world. So, you know, I'm not talking out of my butt here. And so, so then, well, it turns out that I ended up leaving sick. Well, then somebody let them know that they got COVID during that weekend. Now you're so close together that if you sneezed on anyone, you would get them sick if you didn't cover your mouth. If you started coughing on someone, you would get them sick. So there was a lot of potentially, you know, sickness happening there. And this isn't exactly how I wanted it. But it's okay. It's okay, because we're going to look at the picture instead. That's Anvil. And so yeah, so it was just like, holy crud. So when he opened it again this year, I was like, oh, I don't know. Because but I love, he is so, Frank Garcia, he is such a creative man. Creative. And I loved it. But I did not love the space. I did not love paying for the, you know, the price for admission to sit next to somebody that close. And it was very uncomfortable, and for me, who's an introvert, it was really hard. My ladies here make everything easier for me, because they intercept people, you know, for me and stuff like that, because I have a hard time talking to people, especially close up and everything else, and so it's hard for me. But you know, if you stand back a little bit, I'm better. But when you're like all up in my face, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It freaks me out. So so yeah, so but they, you know, my friends know that how much anxiety I have, and I was doing very, very well to not have anxiety that weekend. And in fact, I probably didn't even have any. I was so happy. I was just, you know, people are happy when they're crafting, right? And they're in their element, and it's just a good time. And I love that. I love the atmosphere of crafters, because we're all like-minded. We just want to have fun. We, you know, we want to create. The problem I have, though, is that I feel I'm not a kit person. I am not someone who follows other people's tutorials, because to an extent I do, of course, but for the most part, I just want to I want to do my own thing. So I took his base model, because he was teaching. I took his base model and made it my own. And so I didn't follow along with the class, because I wanted to do my own thing, which I used to teach card class, and I loved it. I love the fact that you can give everybody the same piece of paper, the same stamp and embellishment, and everybody would have it come out so different. Some people would follow my sketch, but honestly, it was always different than what I came up with. And people would do their own thing too, and I love it. I personally love it. So some, you know, some people may not, and they might find it more offensive, but I didn't, and I adored it. So, but I loved creating what I created. I loved doing my own thing. Mine wasn't like anybody else's, and honestly, everybody else who followed along with him, theirs was also different too. So theirs was all unique. So there was no problem there either. So it was all good. All good. So let me try and get this in here. It's fine. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna put my head in. Sorry, I need to get my hair dyed. So if you see that, sorry. And yeah. So anyway, so that's anyways, that came up, and it sold out. It sold out again, and that's pretty crazy. But we were talking about maybe renting a house, doing an Airbnb, and then doing a craft weekend. So I'm hoping we do that. That will be fun, especially because I love these ladies so much. This is Talwyn. Isn't their face so cute? So cute. So anyway, so yeah, that's okay. Then what else was I saying? Shoot, what else? What did I start off with? Oh, shopping. Yes, so I've been doing a lot of hauls. Anyways, I've been trying to get the stuff out of here, because I need it organized, because like I said, it'll look like a hoarder's house. So this stuff has to get out of here. So sorry there is so many haul videos, but unless I film them, I film them now. So if I don't film them, they're just going to sit here until I do. And I can't have that happen, because it will look horrible. It'll look like a hoarder's house. It really will. I can't. So I have to film them. And unfortunately, I've been filming them and then putting them up, because I also don't want to forget about them, because you know how much my memory sucks. You guys have been with me long enough to remember that I don't remember. And so a lot of time, you know, I just don't remember. And so yeah. Oh wow, another call, you guys. Jeez, they are full of it. So how do I want this one like this? Poor guys. Okay, and so yeah, this weekend we are headed to Dallas. I think we jinxed Aaron Rodgers because we are big Green Bay Packer fans, and we are also big Aaron Rodgers fans. And I can't believe how much hate is in this world, and it's crazy for someone who plays football, you know, or just in general, like hate in general. And so it's just weird how, you know, what did they say? Some people were like, oh, he's not vaxxed. I hope that MFer dies. I'm like, wow, just so much hate, you guys, in this world. It is just crazy. So it's stunning. And but anyways, I feel like we jinxed him because, oh man, because we bought tickets. We wanted to go to Dallas, and we were going to go to Dallas anyways. Okay, it's going to stay crooked. We were going to go to Dallas anyways because we like visiting all the stadiums, and I really wanted to see Dallas's stadium. And especially with their like Jumbotron and all, they went and got fixed this day. And look at mother, daughter. They ended up getting fixed. And that's how they, oh, it was so sweet. So sweet. Cozy into each other. I'm a little crooked, you guys. I hate that, but oh well. So, anyways, and then, so we decided to choose Dallas on the day that Aaron was going to be playing. So we chose that day, and what do you know, he gets hurt. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So, but we weren't going to cancel because, you know, for one, how do you tell the insurance? Aaron Rodgers isn't going to play. So can I have my, you know, my tickets that I paid for the game, for the seats back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll laugh and put us on blast and show the email that shows us asking that. Oh my gosh, how funny is that? So, but we had plans of going anyway, so we're still going. But, and then I want to go to Stitch in Heaven. That it's a big time, quilt store. So my parents went to Vegas this weekend. So Cheyenne and the girls went to Disneyland. My parents were in Vegas. I was at the retreat in Cambria, which is about 2.5, 3 hours away from my home. So Tim was left home alone for 3 days, or 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. And so it was just hilarious. But for this week. So yeah, so then what was I telling you? I got distracted again. I hear the thing scanner. Sorry about that. It's just, I forgot to turn them off, especially because I'm in the back room now. I film back here now, so I can't, I forget what's on and what isn't. I turned off my phone, that I remember. And of course, it's like, they may not have calls all day long, and the minute that I start recording, then they start getting calls back to back. So maybe I jinxed them too. Oh, that's what we're talking about, jinxing Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, so we'll be in Dallas this weekend. And we rented a car. I want to go to Buc-ee's. I want to go there because when we went to Austin a few years ago, we didn't get to go. We didn't rent a car or anything, and we didn't have an opportunity to go. So hopefully, and I don't even know if there's a Buc-ee's in Austin, anyways. But still, and but we're headed there this weekend, and Ash is not doing too well. My boy, he is not doing too well. He had a seizure, like a 3-minute seizure the other day. So we took him to the doctor the next day, and he's on anti-seizure medicines, but his breathing is really bad right now. So a lot of things. Okay, so I did this one backwards, but this is the aftermath of putting artificial grass into our backyard. So the puppies' paws have been hurting because we have gravel in the backyard. They have been hurting, and it's been like, okay, well, let's get some art. This is this week. And so let's get some artificial grass. Tim found some from an old football field, I guess. And so he went and got it. That's what he did this when we were gone. That is what he ended up doing. He went and got it. But it's 1,000 pounds. And so, oh my gosh, you guys, they have another call. And now a vehicle accident. And Cheyenne's working too, so they'll probably see each other. And so, boy, so yeah, so then, you guys, I'm telling you right now, it's been, boy. But anyways, so we got the artificial grass. He had to wait for Matt because Matt is 2.0, right? Matt is. He is just, I mean, he could be Tim's son. They're so similar in personalities. So Tim waited for Matt because he has nobody else he can count on. He can't have me do it because I am weak and I am, in a sense, kind of fragile. I have a bad back, bad body, can't do a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't have been able to help him, you know, like 1,000 pounds, yeah, right, you know. Me bending over to tie my shoe was freaking gonna kill me, much less picking up, you know, artificial turf. So, you know, so hey, this is what it was before. This is our backyard, or it's technically like our side yard, but yeah. And so, so he waited for Matt. And then him and Matt got it out of the trailer, and I was home for that, and it was great being home for that because it was crazy watching them. They struggled, whew, but between both of them, they came up with a great game plan on how to get it out and roll it out, and it worked out perfectly. So yeah, so they did really well, and they got it all set. And anyway, so the baby's paws are hurting because of the gravel, so then we got the artificial turf, and it's made a world of difference for them, you guys, a world of difference. So yeah. And then Ash, I was talking about Ash, how he's just not feeling very well, so his breathing is weird. And then I'm home alone a lot, and so last night it was kind of funny because, you know, I have been exhausted, you guys. I have not been getting much sleep because these guys, four fur babies, are chaos. And so they are up, I think I told you this last video, is that they're up every 2 hours or so. So they are up that much, and last night I was getting ready to go to bed. It was 1:30 in the morning, and I'd woken up the day before at 7:30 a.m. like completely up, and this is our backyard. And we woke up, and I woke up and then started my day. Tim's been gone for 3 days, and so I'm home alone. And then I started my day at 7:30. I was in the morning, had one hour nap. That's all I could get in there, and I lay down for 10 minutes, and that's all I could get. So lay down for about an hour and 10 minutes for the whole day. Then I went to bed, or tried to go to bed at 1:30, and then so 1:30 I start closing my eyes, and then all I hear is, you know, the whole vomit sound, you know, the whole, you know, like, you know, that whole thing. I look over and I can't get up because I am a puppy pile. I'm the mama puppy pile. So I'm in the middle and everybody else is on me. So you got over the legs, next to the hips. And then plus, like I said, I'm big. I can't just pop up. I'm not a popper-upper. It ain't happening. So I am more of a, okay, gotta, you know, roll on over. So that's me. And so I roll over to the side. I see Anvil, which is the mother, trying, or she's doing the vomit, you know, motion. So I'm like, no, you are not puking on the bed. You're not puking on the bed. But I can't get up. I can't move. I'm by myself. So I get her and I shove her over the side of the bed. I'm trying to hold her over the side of the bed. Remember, we have hardwood floors, and they're water resistant. And my kids, these are both my kids. And so I'm like, so I'm holding her over the edge, like the ground is going to be her puke bucket because I have no choice. There's no choice. So, okay, so, sorry, my camera goes dead after 24 minutes. And so, so then, then I see it. Then I see, luckily it was away from me, she projectiles vomits, projectile vomits, like, pull, and then you get the smell, and I'm like, oh my god. Remember, I lost my smell when I got COVID in 2021, August, and I have never gotten it back, but I do, but now, the only thing I've gotten back, you guys, is the smell of everything rotten. I cannot smell donuts. I can't smell cupcakes. No, but I can smell poop. I can smell vomit. I can smell all of that, you know, like dirty bodies. Yeah, I can do all that. No problem. Of course, right? And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So at the corner of my eye, I see the projectile happen. And I'm like, okay. And so then she gets done, and then she looks at me and she's smacking her lips because, you know, she's full of vomit. And I'm like, okay, remember I told you, you know, like it's like triplets. It was triplets. Now was it quadruples? So yeah, so nobody else is helping me. The puppies are not helping me because they're like, oh, what's going on, Mom? What's going on? What's going on? And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I get up, I finally get to roll over, and then I see her mouth. Luckily we have, you know, the name, the A, you know, Exa, you know, that kind of thing. So we have all that in our house. So I was able to, when she started doing the vomit sound, I was able to, you know, ask her to turn on the bedroom lights, and she did. And then, so, oh my gosh, you guys. So it's 1:30 in the morning. So then she goes and, I just thought this is so cute. Look at, this is Dory. She is a daddy's girl. Kit Kat was a daddy's girl, and Dory is a daddy's girl. That is her, just, she's sleeping. She's just loving it. And so, so then I'm like, oh my gosh. So she has green, like baby poop, pea green on her jowls. So I clean her up first, you know, just like a child, clean her up. Then I look at the projectile, and I'm like, oh, okay, what in the world, Anvil? What in the world did you eat? Because it was one big massive, like, piece of something and another massive piece of something. Like, it was almost like fabric, you guys. Like, there was, you know, if you know, a 2.5 strip of Jelly Roll, like, that's what she ate, and she vomited it. Like, she ate 2 different pieces, and she vomited out. Now this girl has eaten a rubber glove. She has eaten a rubber glove. Like I said, she eats everything in sight. She tries to eat the house, you know, things like that. So she has vomited a rubber glove. Last month she vomited a scarf, or her little, not a scarf, but a bandana. Oh, she had a bandana we put on all of them, and didn't realize that when we left that she took it off, and then she proceeded to eat it, but we didn't know she ate it until we saw it later on that night on the ground, and it was clearly vomited up. So she is trying to get to see the doctor apparently, and oh my gosh, you guys. So I clean it up, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll have to CSI it in the morning because it's so wet. I don't know what she did. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went with my mom today. It's been a busy day. I came home. I'm exhausted because not only did I have to clean it up, so then I basically went to bed about 2 o'clock. Then at 4:30, Talwyn decides she has to go poop and pee. So I take her out there, and then she's out there for a while. So then I decide, okay, well, while I'm up, I'm going to go pay the bills. So I started making payments on everything and paying bills. And then it's 5:30 by the time I can lay down again. And I only have 15 minutes or, you know, 15 minutes or so of sleep because I have to, my alarm is set for 6 o'clock a.m. because I got to get out of here by 7 in order to get to my mom's, because we were going to have breakfast before the guild meeting today. So my mom lives an hour away, so I have to account for that time. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I had no sleep. So when I got home from my mom, I was like, okay guys, I need to lay down. So I lay down and I slept for about an hour, and I am still so exhausted, you guys. I am exhausted. It is honestly being a single parent for these guys, because like I said, they are toddlers with no voice, and so with Ash and his seizures, I was home alone. I was home alone, so I recorded it to show the doctor, and so he had a 3-minute seizure, and then just yeah, and then having to, you know, clean them up after puking, and then okay, so then after my nap, I got up and I was like, okay, now I got to look at the what she ate. Well, I think I still don't know what it is. I'm going to have Tim inspect it tomorrow because I need to find out what it is in order to see if there's anything else around that I didn't see. But I'm almost thinking it was the canopy. We have a canopy right here in this yard. We have a canopy over because it's hot here in California, and you know, the grass gets hot, and it gives them a little bit of shade if they decide they want to sit out there in the sun. And so they're in and out, you know, they have access to outside all day long. And for the most part they don't, they just stay inside. But when they do want to go out, you know, they go out. And so there's some shade, and then we had a big old wind come like last week. Well, it pulled the canopy off the top. Well, it pulled the canopy off the top, so Tim put it back together, but it had ripped on the bottom. So I'm thinking the second part, which I was telling Tim is kind of ironic, is that the second part has words, and it says throw out. But when it's scrunched together, it looks like throw up. The words say throw up, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so funny. But it's not funny, you know, not funny, haha, but like, oh my gosh, you know. And so, my gosh, you guys, yeah, and this is just me being by myself. And remember I told you I'm old and I'm decrepit, and to do this stuff is just tiring. And so, you know, I need a break, you guys. Dallas is my break right now because, oh boy, you guys, I need one so bad. I am going to have a drink at dinner, and I am going to sleep. I am going to sleep, and so is Tim, because Tim doesn't get to sleep at work either. And so that is basically where you're going to see both of us. Is we are going to catch up on some sleep, and I am going to have a drink because I need one. Oh, holy crud, I need one. So, yeah. So that was my night. And then tomorrow we're going to be going to out of town just to go grocery shopping real quick. And so while we do that, I'm like, okay, when we do that, I'm just putting this together because I want to, I want you guys, I want to keep talking to you. So, but it's going to be like early enough that I'm like, okay, I don't have to wake up at 6. But I kind of have to wake up like at 7:30. So I'm hoping I'll get some sleep. But with the way these guys are up every 2 hours, we'll see. And then, but like I was saying about the packages too. So I've been having all those Temu packages and all that stuff. So I've been having to clean up all this stuff, organize it and everything else. And I still, okay, so my printer is not broken. But what it is the app is not, the app is what I'm having a problem with. So with me having a problem with the app, I'm kind of up a creek right now, you guys. I have no idea how to get my pictures printed. And I mean, you know, I can send them to Walmart, that kind of thing, but it's just, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. So because it's so time consuming sending them to Walmart and having to do the pic collage and all that stuff. So I'm just not sure what I'm doing right now. But I need to get my pictures printed because I had time to PL this week, and I didn't do even one layout because I don't have pictures. And you know how much pictures are my life. So yeah, so that too. I'm so far behind because of that too. So they didn't help anything. But yeah. Does it sound tiring, guys? Because it sure as heck feels tiring. But yeah, so just, oh my gosh, you guys, life is just too fun. It's fun. No matter how you shake it, it's fun. So let me say thank you to Barbara Hayes. And let me say thank you to a new lady, Gemma Hardy 1871. So thank you so much for leaving me comments. You guys have made my day. Because sometimes, you know, I just need to read a nice comment. So this is a family one. I use those Amy Tangerine little envelopes and stuff, so I was excited about that because I've had them forever. This is over a 35-minute video. Sorry guys, I am just like word vomit now because I'd rather have word vomit than projectile, I'll tell you what. But I'm so glad it wasn't on the bed. So glad it wasn't on the bed, because I have a California King and we have the extension that Tim has bolted to our bed, so it's a full. So we have a full that's connected to our California King, and so you have to jump over the full in order to put the fitted sheet over the California King, and the California King weighs like 3,000 pounds, and like I said, me bending over is going to end up me crashing and having to call 911 because I passed out because my belly's decided to compress and the flow of oxygen just went yeah, right, where did it go? I don't know. So yeah, so me changing the sheet would not have happened, and yeah, sitting in vomit is not the plan I wanted. And so that was not what I was shooting for. So yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, so funny. So crazy. My life is crazy. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my videos. There's still some of you loyal. There is no men. I have zero men followers, 0 men watching my channel. We see all the analytics of it. Oh, look at, I said that really well, right? Oh, go me. And so, so thank you, women, for supporting this woman that, you know, women supporting women is amazing. And I thank you guys, and thank you for listening to my stories. For someone who's a housewife, you would think that my life is full of drama. I'm my own soap opera. I am a girl and a four bulldogs. Soap opera time. What is in the days of Mandy's life with 4 bulldogs? Alright guys, take care. I've monopolized enough of your time. Whoa, look, you know, if I keep going, I'm going to come up with more words and I'm going to be like, whoa, who is she? You know, so you guys, love you. Big hugs, big loves. Bye.